What's up, guys? Flippin' Steve, just sitting here hanging out, checking out my eBay auctions, looking for some raw cards, trying to buy some good raw cards. But I have two cards to show you guys, and one of them is going to be an example of what not to do when you're buying raw cards. I made a big mistake on a purchase, a stupid oversight on my part, and another card that has another story about it, about how I finally got the card and it wasn't even for me. So I'm going to show you guys those cards, chit-chat about a couple other things, and let's dive into it. Guys, we got to get that protein shake going this afternoon. It's already afternoon, but see, I don't get off work till 5 a.m. I get to bed at like 6, maybe sound asleep at like 7. Then I get up at like 11 or noon. It's just crazy trying to get my schedule right. Got the Magic Bull. I'm going to hit it with a scoop of that. We got the Dimetized ISO protein powder. I'm going to hit it to 5 milligrams, 5 milliliters of Optimum Nutrition on the creatine powder. This powdered peanut butter, man, this stuff is great. You get the protein and stuff out of it, but you don't get all the extra fat and calories that you get out of regular peanut butter, and it tastes great in the shake. A little scoop on that. Oh, and the goat, that number one ingredient, that's cinnamon. You get that cinnamon in there, get that metabolism going. So then I can eat. My metabolism will burn off some of the stuff that I eat, things like that. Go and blend this bad boy. We gotta put some milk in it first. That organic skim. Cut the calories wherever you can. I know you guys are saying that tastes like white dirt or liquid dirt. You might be right, but when you put it in a shake, it works out just right. You guys know I just got back from Culture Collision. I hung out with my boy Michael Ham and Dustin while I was there, and I took both of them some gifts. I get some gotta get some blueberries, blackberries. What should I go with today? But anyway, I took them some gifts. And one card didn't arrive in time. It was from Michael Ham. So it's a card that I'm going to show you guys because it was running late in the mail, which has a whole other story behind it where it's like a $3 card. But man, it was more than a $3 headache. These blackberries are delicious. I usually put the blueberries in my shake, but I forgot talking to y'all today. No, nobody wants to see you. Nobody wants to see you on the camera. They don't like you. Oh, okay, hold on. You just want some blueberries? Okay. Yeah. A good treat for a good dog. I like you, but I don't think the viewers like you. So we're not going to have you on here anymore. Okay, bye-bye. Anyone who's been following the content for any length of time, at least for a year, last year, knows that going into the National, every year I try to pick a couple quarterbacks that I think I'll be able to buy and sell or flip or whatever. Make a little bit of profit on, buy something nice. I talked about this in my last video. One player that I won't say that I missed on last year, but I broke even on was Sam Darnold. The huge Sam Darnold experiment everybody knew about. I sold enough slabs when he got named as the second string. Go figure, people talk about the market isn't reactive anymore or overreactive. Sam Darnold gets named second string on the 49ers, and I am able to sell enough cards of his to break even. And out of curiosity, I went and checked in my Pelican case today to see what kind of Sam Darnold cards I had left over. Man, you ain't going to believe this. Some of the Sam Darnold stuff that I had. Let's take a look right over here. Pink Select Prism out of 10. Tie-dye die cut out of 25. White prisms, I mean, these are numbered 75. Orange, red, blue. These aren't very big, but 2 field level reds out of 49. Look at this Immaculate RPA out of 12. Another Immaculate RPA with a big old R on the patch. What's that one numbered out of? Out of 25. Got a Flawless RPA out of 10. I mean, can you imagine if this was a quarterback that was good? Got the green crystals, that's numbered out of 75. 2 regular field level silvers. Always high liquidity on these types of stuff. It's easier to sell the things that got a market. Copper Prism, I think that's out of 75. A tie-dye, again, out of 25. Teal Velocity, that's a case hit. All PSA 10s, and another Immaculate RPA, like the other one I just showed, only this one's out of 99, but it's already graded, 9, 5, 10. I have all this Sam Darnold stuff left over. I could sell these for $1 a card, and honestly, I'd be making profit Could you imagine if something happened to Brock Purdy in the Super Bowl this weekend and Sam Darnold had to step up and actually wrote like some sort of Cinderella story or something? Man, I'd be sailing off to a private island with my Sam Darnold cards, but I would rather not wish injury on somebody for something like that to happen in my favor. I believe in that would be bad karma towards me. But you never know when things are left up to chance. And again, I could sell those for $1 a piece, and I'm in the green. Crazy cards I had left over. I didn't realize I had that many good Sam Darnolds left. Well, that's kind of an oxymoron. Did I say a good Sam Darnold? I don't know if you can really put those back to back in the same sentence, those two words. Let's go ahead and talk about one of these first cards that I was telling you that I had stories about. This was a card that I got from Michael Ham, as I had bought him multiple, cheap refractors and such of some Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'll show you a couple pictures of some of the things that I got him. Also, go watch his video because he showed them. I also got a couple gifts from my boy Dustin, a couple Saints cards. He never showed them in his videos. He thanked me when I gave them to him. I knew that he liked them. So it's just a poke at him. He didn't show you guys. So maybe he'll turn that into one of his daily content videos. But this card I bought, it was only like $3, okay? I purchased it on, let's see if I can find the exact day here. I got the invoice, but I have a hard time locating things. Let's see. January 12th, and I had to be on a plane to Atlanta on January 25th. So I was hoping to get it by the 24th because I would be gone before my mail arrived on the 25th. And I figured 13 days, 12 days, even if their business days was okay. Now, this is a cheap card, so I knew it was coming by the standard envelope process or whatever. But everything else I had bought, even items I had bought after that, had arrived. So the card never arrives. I leave. I go to Atlanta. The tracking is saying that I should have gotten it, or it's at the post office in my town. I don't know. The tracking was kind of wonky. Originally, it said that it was out for delivery, and I never got it. Then it just reset. The tracking started all over, and it wouldn't even tell me where it was at. So that was kind of weird. And I'm looking at the tracking on the eBay tracking site, because for some reason, I can't even look up the eBay standard envelope tracking numbers with the U.S. Post Office. Maybe that's just a thing, and I don't realize it. Maybe it's their own tracking system. But enough. I got back from the show, and I got back from the show on the 29th. Let's see. Somewhere around the 29th. It was the end of the month anyway, maybe the 28th. I hit the seller with a message saying, hey man, the card never arrived. I didn't ask for anything. The card just never arrived. And he messaged me back something along the lines of, oh, eBay shipping services, you never know if you can trust them or whatever. I'll show you guys a little chat we had back and forth. But it wasn't even really back and forth, but he instantly refunded me. And I saw that I got the refund. I was like, wow, he gave me a refund. I didn't even ask. He didn't even ask me to be more patient. And I messaged him back. I was like, look, dude, I was like, I'm an honest buyer. If that car arrives, or if that card arrives, I'll pay you for it. I'll pay you. I don't, want my money back and the card and things like that. So fortunately, I believe it was yesterday. This would be February 2nd. The card finally hit my mailbox. So I messaged the guy back. I said, look, the card arrived. How can I pay you? So we set it up to where I could repay him. Paid him back his $3.28 or whatever it was. So that whole story for a $3.28 card. However, it's a pretty cool card, especially if you're a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan. It's a 1996 Bowman's Best refractor of Warren Sapp. I'm going to turn this around so if I can get more light and do this card some justice. Anyway, so there it is. Still not doing you much justice. You're just seeing the reflection of my face in the phone. But anyway, Michael Ham, this is your card, all right? I'm not driving to Tampa to give it to you. Maybe I'll start putting you away a little bit of nice, cool cards that I thought you might like, and I'll put those away for the National. These sell for 10 to 20 bucks on eBay, and the seller had this one listed for like $1.99 and whatever the shipping cost was. So big story for such an inexpensive card, but was a cool card nonetheless, and Michael Ham will enjoy it that much more than me. Now, this brings me to the next card that I don't want to talk about, but I'm going to do it anyway. So, another eBay purchase. Hunting down quarterbacks that I think are undervalued. And guys, I don't chase the Herberts and the Burrows and the Mahomes and the Allens and even the CJ Strouds these days. Not even Trevor Lawrence. I don't chase the guys that are expensive. I look for guys that are Cinderella stories, that are rebounds, don't have a lot of baked-in goodness, guys that have fallen off, kind of guys who have you know, have a chance to rebuild their career or come off injury or whatever. That's where you typically find your best price points. This is a whole nother video. What am I talking about? I'm going to talk about it in my next video when I actually show you more of the stuff I've been buying. But anyway, I found a deal on a nice, what I thought was a very nice Baker Mayfield card. Not only a nice limited edition card, but very eye-appealing. And I know what you're saying. Baker Mayfield, he had his comeback with the Bucs last year. I get it. If I would have bought Baker Mayfield instead of Sam Darnold, like you guys said in my poll last year, I don't know why I don't listen to you guys. Why are you guys watching me? I should be watching you. You guys start creating content so I can watch your videos. But anyway, I did put a poll out last year with 4 quarterbacks who has a chance at a rebound. And you guys, the viewers, picked Baker Mayfield, and I went with Sam Darnold. Now, no harm, no foul. I broke even, but just imagine the ducats that I left on the table, the extra money that I could have had, you know, off Baker Mayfield, making some cake off the baker. But anyway, this card is a select tie-dye XRC. So this is the extended rookie card XRC of Baker Mayfield. The tie-dye just blazing shiny on that thing. And it is numbered out of 25. But did you see the card? Did you miss it or did you see it? Nice and slower. Yeah, because I missed it too. And I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. I got kind of excited when I saw this card on eBay. And I'm like, man, that card doesn't pop up every day. It's only numbered out of 25 and it's the XRC. It looks really, really cool. And the guy had a big price tag. He had like $700 price tag on it. And I was like, no way in hell will I pay $700 for Baker Mayfield. But I will shoot him, well, probably a low ball offer. And that could be karma kicking me in the ass. I shot him a low ball offer. Well, he snap accepted. And when I looked at this card, I was like, look, it's sealed by Panini. Everything's good to go. I could crack it out. I could get it graded in a 9. I'd probably make a little bit of money in a 10. It becomes a very nice card, especially going into the season. If the Bucs re-up his contract, which they probably will, he'll be playing for somebody because he played too good this season to not. And a lot of his play this year actually went under the radar. Again, I'm off topic. I'm not explaining why I'm buying these people, but this card here, what I missed on it in my excitement, wanting to buy it, making my offer, was the centering. The centering on this bad boy is worse than the centering on my Willie Mays rookie card. Don't be staring at my tea bag. All right, I'm going to get the Baker Mayfield out of this thing so I can show it up to you closer. Look at it. Left to right, this card it's not even 60-40, 70-30. That thing's like 80-20, 90-10, which is a pretty shitty job because this was a card, when somebody pulled this card, it was probably a monster at the time. You know, being the first pick in the draft that year and things like that. And where the market was at back then, could you imagine? And somebody would get this encased from Panini as a redemption, cut like this. They only did 25 of them, and they couldn't even do them all of them right. So, quality control issues with Panini. We all know that it exists. I know that it exists, which makes this even worse, that I didn't pay attention to the photo. This is not the eBay seller's fault. This is not eBay's fault. I'm not going to be dissatisfied and try to scam for a return. It was my mistake. Don't you guys make it. That's why I'm showing you this video. Take your time. I'm in the market right now for buying a lot of raw cards because it has become very feasible to buy stuff to send off to PSA again. And I say PSA specifically because these cards, these types of cards, I love all the grading companies, or I don't love them, but I use them all, okay? For each individual, whatever, they all have their own purpose. This one is a PSA card, ultra modern. It's definitely a PSA slab, and it's becoming more feasible with their prices and their turnaround times coming down. I thought I would be able to get it graded. Now I'm just going to have to hope that I can find a collector that would want this, because a collector wouldn't care that it was graded or not. I'm probably not going to be able to flip it for a profit. I'm hoping that I can break even on it. It is numbered out of 25. So again, a Cleveland fan, a Baker fan, not a Cleveland fan, a Bucs fan. He does have a big fan base. But anyway, cool card. Bad centering. What are you going to do about it? It's too late. Water under the bridge. No use in crying over spilled milk. How many more corny cliches can I come up with for one video? Anyway, I'm going to grab Daisy real quick. We're going to go get her nails cut. I'm going to take you guys with me. You want this? Are you excited for this? You are. That's right. Let's go. Now I'm going to show you guys the best way to cut your dog's nails. if you don't feel like taking them to the pet groomer, or if you try to do it at home and they freak out and bite and pee all over the place like this little thing does. She goes crazy when you go near her feet. But I figured out the secret, the remedy to easily trimming her nails, and it's right here. It's this hedgehog. Ready? You want Reggie to hedgie? Oh, calm it down. Oh, you ready? Here we go. And you just throw it, and she runs on this concrete, and it dulls her nails right back. Where are you going? She gone. You ain't bringing that back? That's right. You better bring it back. Hey. Well, guys, I was going to wrap this video up today with a package that was supposed to get in the mail today. eBay says that it was out for delivery. However, I've gotten my mail today from my local post office, and it hasn't arrived. So that may be a whole nother video. The card will either be in a video, or it'll be a whole nother video about how the card didn't arrive. Hopefully it comes. Rather have the card than not have it. So that'll be in the next video. I'm going to have to wrap this one up on this note right now. All right, guys, thanks for viewing. Again, give me some feedback on this type of content. Do you just want me to talk about the cards and stop being goofy? Or do you like the everyday, just chilling around my house type stuff? I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care of yourself until then.